Jacob is still young. Let us just pray for him.
We still have hopes in him. We know in the Olympics he's going to make us so grateful.
If it was me, I could have just opened and then I go one way.
I was very sure today that our brother Jacob was going to win.
They're away in the Valencia Half Marathon, Trinidad Alonso EDP. The pacemaker, Timothy Kibet, and it's Kiplimo in the orange vest on the right-hand side of your screen, the world champion. Ronats Kipruto in the blue, the light blue vest on the left-hand side of your screen. Well, Matiso has a best of 59.09. Good quality runner without a doubt. Well, 2018, when Jamal Yima set the course record, that was 41.30.
This guy has a lot of experience, man.
But it's Candy. Candy, look at that steely expression on his face. Candy now once again surging and pushing and testing. Lino looking around. And it's going to be a battle between Kibiwot Candy in the black vest and the orange vest of the world champion Jacob Kiplimo. Ronets Kipruto having a fantastic debut but getting detached here. A bit further down the road is Alexander Matiso. But it's between these two men now as we enter the final kilometre. Kiplimo darting across the road. He's not quite sure what he's doing there. Well, we saw the 20-kilometre marker, which was passed in about 54.45. So they're about 15 seconds inside world record pace here, and they're in for some serious money as well. World record bonus. Under 58 minutes is €100,000 in addition to the first prize of €35,000. Here's the two leaders, and this is going to be a battle for not just supremacy at this race, but the world record and a very, very big check indeed. Kibiwot Candy now surging once again, pushing hard. Jacob Kiplimo tracking his every move. One of these two men, they battled for victory at the World Half Marathon Championship 7 weeks ago. On that occasion, it was Kiplimo who triumphed. Candy, second on that occasion. At the moment, now surging again. Long, long way down the road. It's Ronas Kipruto having an absolutely terrific debut, but he's back in third. But it's looking as though Candy has a change of gear. He's pulling away now from Kiplimo. This is absolutely going to smash the world record out of sight. That world record from Copenhagen 2019 by Jeffrey Kamworor. Just keep your eye on the clock, 58.01. And Kibiwot Candy now coming into the finish line. Kiplimo's got nothing left. 100 meters to go. it is going to be a world record. You can see it on the tape. Kibiwot Kandi, unofficially 57.32. A world record for the Kenyan, taking a stunning 29 seconds off the world record. Absolutely magnificent.
And I'm so happy to see that Kiplimo has made a run of 27. As for us Ugandans, we are very happy for him for being the first Uganda to run 27. And then I see Uganda is going to make a record. If possible, if Kiplimo will come back and then we work together, I see everything will be okay. Let us pray for the next. But Uganda, we are doing well. Everyone, don't worry. We are going to make it as Ugandan as again. As for us here in Kapchoro here, we are going to train together. We work hard so that we see.
You have to be very, very, very technical. Yeah, you have to have technology. Yeah, techniques and technology. When you have the planning, you can win. If not like today, Kande. Because Kande, the other time, Kande, Jacob Kiplimo beat Kande that time. So Kande never sleep. I think the man trained seriously because they know the man.
What mistake I think Kiplimo made today, he was in front early enough. He did not time well. You know, being a champion, everyone's time you because he won the other time World Cup Marathon, but now they were timing him. Even Gandhi was prepared for him. That's why Gandhi won.
He's not quite sure what he's doing there. Well, we saw the 20-kilometer marker, which was passed in about 54:45.
It's only that if you could target him well. Like if you watch the last kilometer, it was 1K. It reached at the middle of 1 kilometer. Actually, he was trying to test whether he can escape, but not knowing that the guy still have some energy to go, you understand?
If it was me, I could have just opened and then I go one way because but I doesn't blame him, it was a tough race.
When Jacob was racing, I was busy in church.
We just want to thank you, Lord. We just want to thank you, God.
In my concentration most was I had to go and serve God, and then I allow God to do his part by making him run well. So when I was in church, that's when I received some messages which were saying congratulations, but when I checked the results, I saw that Jacob was number 2. So a little bit I was like, wow, what has happened? But when I look at the time, then I say also Jacob did it great. He did it very well. I was very sure today that our brother Jacob was going to win, though the results changed. But above it all, I say that he did it very well. He is now the one who is having the current national record even in Uganda. So he performed super, because nobody here has run 57.
The message I can deliver for him is he should come back and work hard like the way Kandi has worked, because Kandi has just been targeting him. Remember the London Half Marathon where he won this guy? Actually, that one taught a lesson for Kandi. That's why he went back and trained with his name, but we are hopeful that he's going to also disappoint him like the way he has done for him today. But he did well.
I remember during World Cup Marathon, Kandi was second, but he went back and revenge, and he went back and trained, and he thinks where he loses the other time. That's why he was able to win and break the world record. Even Kiplimo, by next year, I hope the record will be in Uganda.
Beginning to crank it up. Kanye struggling to go with him, but it is single file now with about 4 kilometers.
Jacob Kiplimo is special is when you look at his family. You find that Jacob comes from a family where almost everybody is an athlete. So it is a kind of a gene that he inherited from his father. You see, his father was once an athlete. Now, when you look at his brothers, Chemonges is running, Chemonges Robert. When you see his brother, Jilimo Oscar is running. When you see also his brother, Kiblangat Victor is also running. And then also Jacob had a brother called Chelangat Peter, like my name. He used to run, but later he came out of running. So you realize that there is something special in their family lineage. Then coupled to that, when you look at the life of Jacob, is somebody who is very disciplined as an athlete. He disciplined himself in a way that he trains very hard, and then he disciplines himself. You find him that he also attends church. He goes for church service. He knows that he has to train very well, and then he believes that he has to live a good life. He has to eat good, and then also to serve God. Now, when you look at all those things, those characteristics, it makes him a very special athlete among other athletes. So it puts him at a special position.
You know, Kiplimo those days, she was having the brother, big brother. Then big brother was running with those of Moses Kipsiro. That's why the man, during those those days, she always training with that brother.
The big brother.
Yeah, and it was like 3 of them, but different mommy. Yeah, and those boys started just like that, and they have made people to, to come.
Kiplimo is stronger of the two.
Kiplimo, this is his second marathon. Only one Ugandan in the race in Valencia. We had 6 Kenyans. 1 against 6. This guy went there to perform. But me, I hope with time, Kiplimo is going to break that record. Kiplimo tried. Still young. And Kandie, they are going. It's my age, almost my age. I like this saying of Kipchoge, no human is limited. Another motivating factor was about Joshua in cross country. In our own land, people say he was running backward, but after, miracles happen. Even Kiplimo, I have confidence.
Ronax Kipkoskai, Alexander Motiso at the front, Jacob Kiplimo, and also in there, Philemon Kiplimo and Kelvin Kipton.
That was not his time, but Jacob is still young. Let us just pray for him. We hope he's going to make it more coming years.
And it's going to be a battle between Kibiwot Kandi in the black vest and the orange vest of the world champion, Jacob Kiplimo.
The same Kandi Kibiwot, the guy we beat in Poland, again. So I'm seeing a scenario where Kandi comes, Jacob comes, and then Kandi comes. So we believe that the next race we shall again be number 1.
But it's between these 2 men now as we enter the final kilometre.
We still have hopes in him. We know in the Olympics he's going to make us so grateful.
That is poetry in motion from Jacob Kiplimo.
Uganda is having a very good period now with Joshua, Halima, Jacob Kiplimo. But we have to. I'm also making some worries because below them on this moment there are not a lot of big talents coming.
The Olympics is going to be bloody. That's the term I normally use. Not the usual blood, but it's going to be bloody. You know, climbing up, going to be number one in the world is easy, but how to maintain it? As a nation, let us not be excited because of Joshua, because of Kiplimo, because of Nanyondo, Nakai, and these others. No? This is a time all of us from all the clubs, the national level, all the stakeholders of sports to start to invest. Let us invest. No investment to the athletes, no medal. As everybody is now very happy for our colleagues Cheptegei, Kiplimo and many others, but we need to give them morale, financial, moral, yeah, emotional, everything, social, yeah, because the world is watching us. They are not sleeping. You saw yesterday, Kiplimo, the guy who was number 2, gave him a good challenge. So meaning that the world is not sleeping. The nation must not sleep. All of us must not sleep. We must invest in the young men. Yeah, the chances of our 2 guys to perform is high. I'm motivated myself, but there are others who are behind, whom we are not seeing, that can perform better than them.
Sprinting for home now. Kiplimo answers. What a race we've got on our hands.
What I know in the preparation, it takes only hard work, discipline, and focus from the athlete first. So the coach should be working in line to the aspirations of the athlete. So if the athlete is actually having a different mind and you are really pushing the athlete to do, it is a little bit quite technical that you cannot achieve at that level. But if you are pushing it for the dream that an athlete has, like Joshua, because Joshua is one of those dedicated athletes and very disciplined, like Jacob Kiplimo as well. You are inspired to really push to ensure that you do the best for them in training. Also they ensure they are doing the best. That makes it easy for them to really win in the big championships.
Not that we are only focused on the top level, but because then, yeah, there is a chance, and we had it in the past, that after the Kip Zeros and the Kip Pro teachers, that there is nobody. So yeah, we need also to think already about the future after Nakai, Kiplimo and Cheptegei.
We used to have the normal competitions of 5,000, 10,000, but unlike these days, they have changed a little bit. So it becomes difficult for us to see because there is kids athletics. You know, in kids athletics, you go, you jump on something, you run, you roll, something like that. So it becomes a little bit. But where I normally attend so much in the region is almost all the secondary schools competitions in Kapchorwa, Queen and Bukwa. I attend those ones so that it is easier for me to identify those upcoming athletes. So when I identify 2 or 3, I invited them to be joining us in the camp, or we lobby for them for scholarships in some schools within the region, and we keep on following them until when the time comes, they will be part of the team in police. So that's how we have actually succeeded also in identifying some of these good athletes. As a country for the Olympic Games, we are really looking for the best, like us Uganda. We had launched here sometimes
before the COVID thing came in, before the postponement, the Japan from the Olympic Village from that side had extended that hand to Kapchorwa, because they had identified that the Kapchorwa was going to be one of those towns or cities. We call it now a city of champions, a home of champions here. They had identified that we are going to maybe possibly we have a gold here already. That we are looking into that. So as a country, we expect the best this time. We are not only seeing it like one medal this time round, but we are looking into a little bit more of from 1 to almost 5 medals from athletics. That's where we are really working into and looking into for those championships, this Olympic Games.
I have got the expectation that in the next year's Olympics, Jacob will perform very well. I know when the two of them, you put Jacob together with our senior brother, like when you look at today, when I just saw the results, I realized that one of the challenge that our brother maybe could have gotten is he was running as an individual, as the only Ugandan, against a team of soldiers from Kenya. Like when you look at the Kenyans were many, so they must have teamed up against this man. So at the end of the day, the Kenyans had to take. So it is a challenge to us also maybe that next time we should be having like 2 or 3 so that they can run as a team, they coordinate together so that they can perform better. But Jacob did it very well. Amid all that, he did it very well.